So, as you heard, I'm a baseball guy, and every year now, my wife Joy and I organize the Wilson High School baseball team to do our spring training in the Dominican Republic, in the DR. We go down for more than a week, and we play baseball with DR kids. Now, the Dominican Republic supplies 20% of the MLB, and that's how good DR baseball is. But they also have a whole experience of poverty they've never seen. Every little Bate village has a baseball field, and the interactions that happen between baseball players after a week, even across language barriers, are real and significant. But on the last night this time, we're reflecting on the week. And I said, I was watching some of the things going on this week. Now the whole program supports an orphanage. I said, but those connections were real, but you know what you came from a week ago. You know what you're going back to. And if this is just seeing something for a week and finding it moves you, then it really is kind of a waste of all of our time. What did you learn this week that you want to take back into changing the reasons these things happen? Congressman Joe Kennedy, went to the DR in the Peace Corps. And Joe Kennedy tells his interns, and my son was one of them last year, I'm from a family that I can be a total jerk and I'll be successful. Met these families in the DR who were more loving, more caring, and smarter than most of my friends. And they couldn't change their families' lives no matter what they did. And that's what I decided to run for public office. So until we relate, the mission trips are only a way in. It's a doorway in to see what you maybe haven't seen before, but what you do with that is the important question. How does then that relate to my assistant's father's a Presbyterian pastor in Georgia, and his wife is in the choir, and before the service they practice, and then she prays, the choir director prays. She prayed, Lord, this is to the question you were both raised about fear, protect us from those caravans of immigrants with smallpox and leprosy and drugs and the rapists and violence. Protect us from them, Lord, and help the army to stop them, Lord. And my assistant's mom says, stop, we don't lie during prayers. And this woman wasn't some kind of right-wing militant. She just watches Fox News all day. And so the politics of fear, Jesus said, don't be afraid 8 times. Be not afraid 8 times. Antichrist politics says be afraid all the time. All the time. So part of it is the fear that's evoked. So the truth-telling. Now, there are things that are worth being afraid of. Fear is instinctual for human beings. I mean, it's a hot fire, hot stove. But Timothy talks about living in the spirit of fear. And now we have a politics that wants us to all live in the spirit of fear all the time. So this is how to sort out the politics of Jesus versus the politics of Trump, let's say. It's about these questions. And so how do you not just see something in a moment or have an emotional reaction to a trip? I'm seeing one of our kids sitting on the grass in the field with this Dominican kid, and they're talking away, and they're doing baseball talk and Spanish, English talk, and I could tell neither of them wanted to end the conversation, So real connections happen. But then what I said to our kids, what does that tell you about what you're going to do with your life, with your major in college, with your work? What are you going to do? Can you have this week and then go back to just planning your life the way you were going to? Or does this change how you plan the rest of your life and how you're going to make a difference between what's happening in your world and what's happening in their world?